up, y'all? It's your girl Red, back at it again with another video. So today is going to be the life update Q&A. I asked y'all to ask me some questions on Instagram so I can answer them. And at the same time, I'm going to be doing my flat twist out. So that's what we're going to be doing. So let me take a sip because, girl, if you see me literally looking this way, it's because there is a large mirror right here for me to see me doing my hair. And then if you see me looking here, I'm looking at the screen, but I'm trying to look here, okay? All right, so what I did to prep my hair was in a twist out state last week for my sister's wedding. And so I knew I was gonna be having my hair out for like the next week or so before my birthday. So instead of me like deep conditioning my hair and stuff like that, one of my close friends told me that I can water wash my hair, because that's technically kind of like what I did the first time when I did the twist out before I actually shampooed it. So he was like, why don't you just water wash it, which is basically just like letting like the water go through my hair like in the shower, and I'm like detangling it, but I'm not using any product whatsoever. So I detangled and water washed my hair yesterday, and I put them in these 8 twists. This is what I like to do to stretch my hair out. So my goal is to not use heat at all. Like, I don't want to use heat at all. Like, when I say at all, like on nothing, like not even to like blow out my hair, nothing, stretch it, nothing, like no heat whatsoever. If I'm using a blow dryer, I'm using a cool setting only, right? I want my hair to grow out to the point where like my hair is like super long and like most of the red is like grown off to where it's like down here type. Then I'll go to like a professional, get my hair like re-dyed and flat ironed and all that. Like, I'm not gonna get my hair flat ironed probably for like the next 4 or 5 years or something. Like, I don't know. Definitely probably not till like my mid-30s, like right before I'm ready to have a kid or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I did. So I just put in these twists and they have just been air drying. And yeah, my scalp it's not honestly the cleanest. I probably could have like cleaned my hair a little bit in general, but I just decided not to. So I'm gonna be doing a flat twist out. For the wedding, I had like a side part and then I did it, but I'm gonna be doing a middle part this time. So I need to go get a comb. Okay, so I'm back. I got my comb and I'm about to pull up the questions that y'all asked. Who DM me? Oh, Justin. Okay, how do I go back to my stories? I guess I'll answer the first question while I'm parting my hair. So somebody asked me, what does my work life look like now? And I'm gonna have a completely separate, like in detail video about this, but like I'll give y'all a generic update right now. So currently right now, my one business, By Red Beauty, is currently on technically pause sabbatical. I do plan on getting back to it like fully and giving like it like 100% of my creative brain. My scalp is not clean at all. Like, ciao. Anyway, so is my middle part in the middle? Hold on, y'all. That says middle part as it's gonna get. So my By Red Beauty is currently on sabbatical. It's just on hold. I'm on sabbatical from it, only because I do not have the time, energy, or the money to get it back started up. Not even get it to the place I want it to be, to just get it started up. Like, and to be completely honest, like, that's okay. Like, I kind of accepted that once I decided to like get rid of like the other businesses and stuff. So like, when the time is right and when the Lord allows, everything is going to be how it's supposed to be. Like, everything's gonna be how it's supposed to be. So pause on the question. The products that I'm using, because this is also a flat twist out tutorial, I'm using water. I got this water bottle from like the beauty supply or something. Get it from the dollar store, girl. It's just straight water. I am using a leave-in conditioner. So I'm using the Jamaican black castor oil from Shea Moisture. My son is sunning. Come on, there we go. I'm using the Strength and what is that, Restore leave-in conditioner. This is a holy grail, okay? Like truly holy grail. And then I am using Eco Styler. This is my first time using this one though. The Black Seed Eco Styler. It's way better than the green one that I was used to using like years back. And I just got the small one because I don't use this often, but I may start using it often because this combination works wonders. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the section that I want. I'm going to spray it with water. I'm going to put a little bit of the leave-in conditioner, rake it through, and then a little bit of the Eco Styler and rake it through. Okay, so business is currently on pause, but you probably wondering like, okay, Red, like, are you working? Do you have a job? Like, how are you able to pay your bills, blah, blah, blah. So long story short, I do have a job. Like, I have to have money to live, literally. I do have a job. I'm currently a customer experience manager at Michael's Craft Store. So it's in my field of creativity and things. It is not a full-time job, so I do work part-time, and that is a story in itself. Like I said, I'm gonna have a more detailed video about my job journey for the past 6 months that y'all be, I know, very, very interested in. But long story short, that is just where I'm at right now. I'm in the process of getting a 9-to-5 corporate job just because of like my background and the fact that I just want financial security with my life, with like what I'm trying to plan for, my future, my family, all of that. Just living on hopes and dreams is not going to fund not just myself, but literally my future family, my future kids, any type of endeavors that I want to have in the future. I have to be financially stable. And that's all I'm going to say in regards to that, because like I said, I'm going to have literally an entire detailed video about just where I am with that, like how all of that is going and what I want to expect out of 2023. So that is my job life. And then somebody else also asked a question, because I know it'll come up. They asked a question, am I working back in corporate? Not right now, but hopefully soon enough I will have a corporate job that I like and I enjoy doing. Okay. All right, so I just sprayed my hair. I just put the leave-in conditioner in, raked it through. Now I am putting the Eco Styler in, raking it through, like literally all through my roots as well, because this is a flat twist out, meaning that every strand literally needs to be coated, because every strand is going to be twisted up. And it does not have to be like super drenched or anything like that. It just needs to be on the strands, okay? And maybe one day I'll do like a wash and go, but baby, not today and not anytime soon, okay? And I don't want anything to like look super puffy, so I'm just making sure I put a little bit more Eco Styler for like the definition. And then I'm gonna take my fingers, gonna take the first part of my hair, split it into two like so, and I'm going to start twisting. And as I'm twisting, I'm gathering more hair from the section that I set apart to do the flat twist. And I'm trying to make sure the hair is detangled as possible as I am twisting down. And then once I get to the end and I have all the hair, I'm going to take my comb. See, I need to cut my ends because that should have not sounded like that. Make sure everything is combed out. And then I'm going to twist as I twist. So twist, 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 twist. I'm gonna do that all the way down so I can have as much definition as possible. Now, if your hair is colored like mine, your leave-in conditioner and everything is going to like leave a tint. So I have a towel down because last time I did this, I kind of got some hair dye on my carpet and stuff. And this is not my carpet. This is my apartment's carpet. So I'm trying to alleviate as many hair dye incidents as possible, because my old apartment, I left a lot of stuff unintentionally. Like I messed up my carpet, not because of the dye, but because I tried to fix it, and child, it was a mess. Okay. All right, so that is what I'm going to be doing to my entire head. So while I'm answering the rest of these questions. So the next question is, what happened to your conference? So for the people that do not know, I was going to throw a entrepreneurship conference for anybody, right? Like it wasn't just for women, it wasn't like just for black people, it was just for like anybody that wanted to come. I was going to have it last July here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I was planning for it, I was paying for it, I was doing a lot for it. But during the time I was planning for that conference was the time that everything in regards to like my business and my finances were just like going left. This is during the time I was working with my assistant and she was draining me of unnecessary money. I wasn't stewarding properly over the money I was getting. I was like paying her and like another contractor to like do work when I couldn't even like pay for like my stuff, and all the vendors needed like their money and things, and like I put the down payment for the locate, like everything, child, like everything. And I just like, it was a financial reason, to be honest. It was a financial reason, and it was one of those things in regards to Ray's University. People say like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I want to learn from you, I want to buy this course, I want to do that, but no one actually did that, to be completely honest. People did not like get my courses as much as they said they would. People did not buy my packages, they were not buying tickets. So it's like I was spending all of my hard-earned money literally on nothing, and it came to the point where I had to make the big girl decision to cancel it. I also didn't really consult God on that conference. Like there was not really like a why for me to do that conference. And that was another reason why I was like, yeah, I can't really do this, because what am I doing it for? Like I have absolutely no reason for me really to be like, what is truly the benefit of this? And I really did not have an answer. Of course you could say like, oh, they help business owners and blah blah blah, but help them to do what exactly? Like what in regards to the conference was so different than what I was trying to do online for free, in a sense. Like it was just like it was just a lot. So I ended up canceling it. I lost so much money. Like when I say lost so much money, I had already bought like certain merch for it, lost hundreds of dollars there. I lost hundreds of dollars in like my deposit for the hotel, thousands of dollars, like wasted so much money. Is crazy. But it was a learning experience of like, I need to stay in my lane of stuff and stop trying to do stuff because I see that other people are doing it. Yes, it's possible for you to do things. That does not mean that you're supposed to be doing them. And that was like step one, level one for me in regards to that that lesson. And it was a very large pill to swallow. So I was going through that financial thing, and that aided into me getting into the position that I'm in now. I was not stewarding over my money correctly. I was not budgeting correctly. It was just a lot of things that I was not doing correctly in regards to the conference, and it ultimately made me decide that it does not need to happen, and it was going to get canceled. No one, I think except for maybe literally like 2 individuals that I did not know personally, asked me about the conference around the time. And that's when I knew that people were not checking for me. People were not worried about the conference. People was not nothing. So I was like, wow, I was about to do all of this, and for what? Like literally, and for what? So that is why the conference never happened. I will never throw a conference in regarding to entrepreneurship like that. If God has another plan for me in the future, you know, okay, cool. But I was trying to do it all like on my own thing, and he was not having it whatsoever. Like, girl, yeah, no. So that is why, that's what happened to the conference. that is what happened. I accepted it a year ago. Literally around this time a year ago is when I decided to cancel the conference. Maybe like March, April-ish, but definitely I think it was like April is when I decided. So yeah, girl, that's what happened. I know some people don't be wanting to have like a middle part down their head, but I don't think I care. So okay, next question. When did you decide to go back to a job? How did you make that decision? So again, like kind of talking about like the job thing. When I realized that I was not stewarding over my money for the business correctly, and I wasn't like budgeting correctly, like my finances and things, and I made my financial situation way worse than what it probably could have been, that's when I realized that I need to get a job, bro. Like there's nothing wrong with like having a 9-to-5 and all of that. But I think I took for granted the money that I had when I had a 9-to-5. And I also took for granted the freedom that I had when I just had my businesses. And whenever the time comes for me to get a job again and be able to focus on my business and have it grow, I want to fully be immersed in the experience. I want to fully give everything to God. I want to fully understand where I am, learn the lessons that I need to now. So whenever he gives it back to me, I'll know what to do with it. I will take care of it in the proper way. I will literally not do the things that I was doing. And yeah, so like I had to make the decision, not just for myself in the moment, but for my future self. Because at the time, I had no idea that I was going to let go of all 3 of my businesses and, you know, and just not do anything and work the jobs that I have in the past 6 months and whatever. Like, I didn't know any of that. But again, I want future Kira to be proud of the decisions that I am making right now. Be proud of the mindset shift that I have now. And I'm gonna have a whole separate video on like how literally like my mind has changed in the past 6 months and everything. Like it was a big girl decision. Like it's not easy for someone to humble themselves, especially if they were, you know, working for themselves, creating their own schedule, you know, being able to travel whenever they wanted to not being able to have that financial freedom, get the food that they want, go where they want, buy the things that they want, on top of everything. Like it's a very humbling experience that not just God took me through, but continues to take me through with like lessons of my own and like everything. Like this has not been easy. This has been the most difficult thing I've ever dealt with in my entire life. Like hands down the most difficult thing, and I will get through all of it. He will get me through everything. I will learn, like I said, what I need to. I will not be upset. And yeah, do I have moments of weakness where I'm just like, bro, why? Yes, of course. I have been through the trenches, child. Like when I say through it, depressive states after depressive states, crying at work, wiping tears in the bathroom, crying here at home. Girl, going through stuff, okay? Going through it all, and God is doing what he deems is right for my life, even when I still to this day don't fully understand it. I can understand even 95%, but even that 5 that I don't, it's not for me to understand. So I'm just trying my best to do my best. I'm trying to also be better and do better at the same time. So it's honestly a lot. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's honestly a lot, but I made the decision as someone who is headed to 30. Like, I'm 2 years away from being 30 years old. I will be 28 this March. 20 freaking 8. There is no reason why I can't make a grown-up decision like what I made and what I continue to make. Like, there should be no reason why I can't make those decisions and sit in those decisions. You know what I'm saying? So that is why, and that is also where I'm at and everything. So yeah, that is why I decided to go back to work, because I basically needed to. And it's okay for you to change your mind. It's okay for you to not necessarily quit, but literally just like maneuver and do something different. Don't let other people tell you you failed, or don't tell yourself that you failed. Don't do any of that, because you did things that you probably didn't even expect yourself to do. And there is a season for everything. And if this is your season to just like restart and renew, like myself, that is also okay. Like, first of all, humbling myself to even tell myself to go get a job took a whole month, bro. Like literally 30 freaking days for me to realize, like, bro, you know you're gonna have to like go back to work, right? Took me forever. Imagine if I was still thinking like, oh, okay, well, the business is gonna do this, business is gonna do that. Girl, what? I probably will be on the street somewhere. On the freaking street. Child. But yeah, again, I will have and that's still not nowhere near in detail of stuff that's happened. I will have a very in-depth, detailed video of everything that has happened. Like literally everything that's happened. It's giving very much Pop Smoke. It's giving Pop Smoke, okay? Next question. Do you still have the warehouse? I thought that was a really good question, because if I'm taking like this break and sabbatical and all of that, it's like, well, dang, do you still have the warehouse? Yada, yada, yada. What's going on with that? So to answer that question, yes. I still have the warehouse. That is also something that's probably gonna go into like the in detail video in regards to like my job and stuff. But like short answer is I do still have the warehouse. My 3-year lease is actually ending this year in October. It's ending in October. And the goal is to still keep the warehouse. Like I am planning on having a completely different life coming this October and things. So like my goal is to like keep it and hopefully like renew the lease for like another 3 years, to be completely honest. But whatever God wants and needs me to do, that's what I'm gonna do. So yes, as of today, February 2023, I still have the warehouse. Yes, I do. So yeah, short answer, I got the warehouse. Had to take some thumbnails. Okay, that was a pretty good one, because no one has really asked me about it. So yeah, so in regards to me like having to have a job to pay for all my expenses, I'm paying for my rent at my apartment and my rent at the warehouse. So you can just imagine how crazy life has been in regards to like having money, bro. Having freaking money. Ridiculous, okay? Freaking ridiculous. Paying 2 rents. And the last question on this one, because I did ask this on 2 separate days just so people can like ask more questions or like get an opportunity to ask a question if they didn't on the first time. So this is the last question on the first round. And it says, how are you doing mentally, emotionally, and physically? So I'm gonna answer this question in all of the steps that they asked me to. So the first one is, how are you doing mentally? I am hanging in there, hanging on by a thread. How thick is the thread? I don't know, child, but I'm hanging on by a thread. I'm still here. God still has me here. So I'm grateful and appreciative of that. Do I have my bad days? Yes. Do I have my good days? Yes. To be completely honest, something that I realized earlier this week, when I am in survival mode, right? So to me right now, survival mode is trying to figure out how to pay my bills for the first of the month and things like that. When I'm in survival mode, I'm not in the best of spirits. Like I don't want to hang out. I don't want to do nothing. I'm just stressing about how I'm going to pay my rent and like other bills and like other debt and all this and that. Like that's just how I feel. But when everything is like paid for and I'm able to like enjoy life, whatever that is, even if it's just like watching TV, I'm able to just like watch TV stress free and I have to think about stuff, I'm in a better internal mental mood. I wish it wasn't like that, but that is just something that I realized earlier this week. Is just like, I'm just a lot better when I'm not trying to figure stuff out. And that's just like, I think that's with anybody, to be completely honest. I don't really know, but I just know for me, like, when I'm good, I'm good. And when I'm not, it's very obvious. Like, it's very freaking obvious. I mean, it's unfortunate that it's so obvious, but I legit can't really hide. Like, it's like I'm hiding in plain sight. Like, I can't really hide my emotions and my feelings. I really can't hide it on my face. So like, if you ask me if something's wrong, and it is, you are 100% right. And don't let it be something that got me like hella emotional and then I start crying, because I will. Like, so I've literally cried in my store manager's office probably 5 times since starting to work there. She knows I'm a crier and all that, but just like, girl, like, it's just a lot. So mentally, I am just like back and forth. It just honestly depends on the day. Nothing is like terrible to where like I want to do any type of harm to myself or nothing like that. It's just stressful trying to figure out legit life when I thought I set up myself to where I would never have to do this. And since I'm in a predicament that I never thought I would be in, it's, for one, scary. It's disappointing. It's just a lot of different emotions. But when everything works out for the month and everything is cool, and I may somehow have like some extra money to do whatever, everything's cool. We all Gucci. Like, it's just, it's an up and down roller coaster. And I look forward to the day where I can get off of this ride and leave this amusement park. I genuinely look forward to the day to where that is going to be a thing. So yeah, that is how I am doing mentally. Emotionally, it's kind of tied to that a little bit as well. I am a emotional person in regards to like my feelings. I feel all of my feelings, and I feel them very, very hard and intensely. And yeah, not a bad thing. I've always known that about myself. I wish I could mask a little bit more when it comes to like certain situations, but that's not how God made me, and I am okay with that. But like in regards to like work and living and life, that's how it is. But I'll speak on a positive of emotions. I'll speak on a positive. Did I move my camera? Okay, I'll speak on a positive emotion. So I am currently in a serious relationship with a man. Why did I say it like that? With a man. And people have asked me to make a detailed video about my love life, how love found me, and all this and other stuff, because for the first time in my entire life, in my entire life, I did not go looking to be in a relationship for the first time ever. And this is the one that has and continues to work out. And again, I'm going to have a completely separate detailed video about all of this and whatever. But I'm currently in a happy relationship with my boyfriend. We have known each other now 7 years. I'm not gonna get too much detail because like I really want y'all to like really hear this story. But we were friends. We have been friends for 7 years, and last year is when we connected romantically. I can't believe it. We connected romantically, and I wholeheartedly believe this is the person God created for me. He definitely created him first, and then literally a year later created me. Our birthdays are 6 days apart. We both are Pisces. I never thought I would date a Pisces man because all of the experiences that I personally had with Pisces men, and not dating, just like literally seeing from like friends and family and stuff, if they are not mature men, they are terrible. And since I am a Pisces as well, like I'm a woman, I know exactly how, as a Pisces person, and I'm not like super into zodiacs, but like there are similarities that people have that, you know, are just unexplainable unless like y'all were, you know, kind of like born for the same reason around the same time type thing. So that's what I'm going off of. But like, just knowing how similar we could have been if he was not a mature person, we would have never worked, I don't think. But since he was, and we wanted the same things out of life, we wanted the same type of relationship, we wanted our partners to be certain things that we didn't have in the past. We were that for one another, for each other. And our friendship created a foundation that 99.9% of the world would never have. And you probably like, girl, like people are friends all the time, but not like how we were. And again, I was explaining that in the video. But long story short, I'm happily in a relationship that has helped me helped me grow. God brought that relationship to me. When I tell you on time, like if I've never believed God was an on-time God, I believe it with that situation and that relationship. Like, whoo, child. I believe it. He is a wonderful, not just person, I mean not just man, but he's a wonderful person. He is a glorious big brother. He is a crackhead at heart. He is a giver. He is everything that I know that God would want me to have in a life partner. And we still have so much growing to do individually and together. And I only want to do that with him. Yeah, that is emotionally there. I am great. I am happy. I am thankful to God for creating him for me and put him in my life the way that he did. Because y'all, let me tell you something. And again, more details in the separate video. We grew up less than 5 minutes away from each other. From the same city, went to the same college, joined the same organizations, 6 days apart, same exact, like he is literally the male version of me. And that's going to be my life partner. It's crazy. It's crazy. So because of that human, I have a better understanding of God's agape love for his children. 100%. It's very hard to explain, but I understand a lot better of how God truly loves us when he brings people into your life like this. And the only other love that I've had like this outside of like family and stuff is my sister Sierra. We met in college. We became sisters. That is my best friend for life. That is my soulmate. Sierra is my soulmate. And she is the only other person that has helped me understand how much God loves us through other humans. Her and him are the only two people on this earth that I fully understand that with. And I'm grateful for both of them. So yeah, emotionally there, it's great. Again, y'all gonna get a lot more tea in the separate video. And I highly suggest y'all wait for that one, because that's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, emotionally there, that's what it is. And then the last part of her question was, how am I doing physically? And maybe I'll make this a separate video too. I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comments. But physically, I am probably the most physical fit I have ever been in my adult life. At the beginning of last year, I weighed about 184 pounds. And for reference, I'm only 5'2.5". Like, I am not tall, big at all. Like, I'm a very small person. Literally, naturally, 184 pounds. Depending on where the weight could be, could look really good. And don't get me wrong, like, baby, I was carrying it very much well. But I just did not feel healthy. I did not look healthy. And I've been trying to lose weight for like the past like 5 years, honestly like 7 years, like a little bit while I was in college, but like as an adult, like my entire adult life, I was trying to lose weight. Last July, I was 100 and I think still like 84, 85 or something like that. In August, me and all my siblings, so like all of my chosen family, we decided to do 75 hard, which is 75 days, 2 45 workouts a day, eating, you know, cleaner, You're supposed to like read 10 pages a day, drink like a gallon of water, all this stuff, right? So we started in August, and this was around the same time of like all of this job stuff and whatever was happening. I did not stick to the 2 workouts a day, but I did work out at least 45 minutes every single day. I think after like week 2 or 3, the 2 workouts a day were starting to get like a little difficult. I started doing like yoga on some days. I was like started to meditate because of my boyfriend. He introduced meditating to me. I honestly need to get back into it. But like meditating to me. So I would use those as like my workout points or whatever you want to call it. I don't freaking know. But I stuck through it. I literally stuck through that entire challenge. And throughout that challenge from August 1st to the middle of October, I lost 15 pounds. So I was like 179-ish because I started working out in July. So when I was like 184, 85, I was working out, going to the gym like consistently, like going to like these workout classes, going to Zumba consistently. So I had lost like 4 or 5 pounds ish over like a month and a half or something like that, right? And then right before homecoming, right before I went to homecoming for my school, which was the whole point of us doing like the challenge, so we like looked good for like homecoming, I lost like 15 pounds. So I was like 165-ish, or like maybe it was like 10 pounds. I was like I lost 10 pounds. I was like 169 or something like that, which was crazy and blowing my mind because I had not seen no 1.6 on the scale since I was in college, right? Great. So that was already blowing my mind, the fact that I broke the 160s. And then as I started to work a lot more in October and things, I could not go to the gym as often, but I was getting in an average of like 15 to 17,000 steps a day working. I wasn't like eating terrible because I couldn't like go to fast food places and like spend money there. So like I was cooking at home, making food at home, eating a lot of like sandwiches and oatmeal and stuff like that. Not because I wanted to, but that's literally just what I had at the time. So like I wasn't eating a lot of processed food, like from like fast food and stuff. So from like October to December, like when I say I was also working 12+ hour days, like 12 to 14 sometime, depending on the day. So like I was doing a lot of physical activity without going to the gym as often, on top of like just like how my eating habits was just surviving. And I ended up losing 5 more pounds. I thought it was like water weight at first, like, and stuff. And it probably also like with the weight loss, stress probably like came into that as well and stuff. I ended up losing 5 pounds and ended up staying off. So I started the new year at like 165, I think. At this time, I still had like some really heavy braids in my hair and stuff. So I'm like, maybe this is like a pound or 2 or whatever. I don't know. I was working out a little bit in January. And then in February, I started at, I think it was 161. So I am currently 161 pounds. I have lost almost 20 pounds. Like total from like the beginning of last year, I've definitely lost 20 pounds, but like from like my actual like journey in like July or like August, it's been like 17, 18 or whatever. I'm still working on like my food intake and things like that, but in regards to like how I physically look, it's crazy because I never thought I would actually get here. So now that I am, I'm just trying to like maintain and like tone up. I've definitely lost my butt. I've gone down like 2 bra sizes, never thought that would ever happen. And yeah, so now I'm just working on the food, trying to tone stuff up, get like some muscle around like my back area, my arm area, and of course my midsection area, and just to continue to grow into that as well. My camera is dying. I put in a new battery, but it was also sitting in a bag for like a long time. So I'm gonna finish this last section of my hair. It's just gonna be one mega twist in the back, and then I'm gonna come out and close out the video. One of my friends asked me, what are your pillars of friendship, trying to troll me from like my story time video. But yeah, that was actually the last thing, because the other question on there was, are you back working in corporate? And I kind of answered that with the first question. So that was really it. So let me actually finish doing my hair, and I'm gonna come back out and close the video. Alright, y'all, so this is me wrapping up the video. I'm actually on my phone right now because like my camera literally died, and I couldn't like, what couldn't I do? I couldn't charge a new battery before I had to go. Like, I'm literally headed to like an eye doctor appointment right now. So like in that video I had my contacts on, but right now I put my glasses on because I'm about to go get like an eye exam and whatever, and hopefully I can get some new glasses. Hopefully they got a pair in there that I like, so I don't have to like come back and I can use like my glass discount, all this, whatever. So this is just me closing out the video. I'm giving very much Pop Smoke. Like, it is giving very much Pop Smoke energy, and I am not mad at it. Like, I am not mad at the Pop Smoke twist, okay? In the back, I ended up starting the twist one, and then I ended up splitting it off into two, because I feel like one big ass twist would have gave me like a different twist curl pattern than all the other ones in my head. So I just did that. I'm very much happy that I did that. Yeah, that's really it. Again, just use 3 products: water, a leave-in, and some kind of gel. I really look forward to using like raw aloe gel for like my gel one day, it was like straight from the plant, and like blending it up and that be like a gel, but I just haven't had the chance to do that. And then yeah, so I'm gonna leave today is Thursday. I'm gonna leave my hair like this to dry probably until Sunday, at least 2 full days. So the rest of today, all day Friday, all day Saturday, and I'll probably take this out Sunday so then I can have it for the week. And Monday is like the true day one of the hair, which is really gonna be day 2 for me, because day 1 is just like super defined, small and stuff. But I love day 2, 3, and 4. It'd be shit popping for me. Yeah, but that's it. I hope y'all enjoyed like my Q&A. I was a lot more long-winded. I was a lot more long-winded on some of my responses, but hopefully it gave you guys a little bit more clarity of like what's going on. And if I said I was going to make a more detailed video about a specific topic, I'm literally making a more detailed video about that specific topic. I'm gonna just tell y'all now, I plan on having a 8 days of red for my 28th birthday. So my birthday is on March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, and 8 days before that, so I think starting on the 10th, I'm going to have a video every single day. So those detailed videos are going to come during that week. I have been uploading once a week since the beginning of the year, which is really great. So you were so ready to cut me off, but you're not turning. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, I've been uploading once a week every day since the beginning of January. So this upload is going to be for this week, and then I'll have one more video for next week, and then the week after is when it will be the 10th. So then it was going to be 8 straight videos for that entire week. And then yeah, so there's going to be a lot of other videos inside of there as well too. So y'all just stay tuned. Thank y'all so much as always for watching my video, being a subscriber to my channel. If you haven't already, go ahead and click the subscribe button, like this video, and comment what your favorite part of this video was, and if there are any more video ideas that you guys want me to do in the future. This is Red's world, literally just a part of my world. It's not dedicated to anything specific, whatever's going on with me at the time. And yeah, so I love y'all so much. Stay safe out there. I'm gonna get my eyes on the road so I can like drive and get to my eye appointment safely. I love y'all so much, and I'll see y'all. Oh wait, I love you, but God loves you more, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.